Hello from the Sangfor HCI product team. As you know, Broadcom's acquisition of VMware has caused major disruptions, especially due to higher subscription costs. This has led many users to consider a dual-vendor strategy to reduce their dependence on VMware. Sangfor HCI is leading VMware alternative, recognized in the Gartner Market Guide for Full-Stack HCI. In this video, we will show you two seamless methods for migrating your workloads from VMware to Sangfor HCI. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of the migration process and feel confident about making the switch. Let's get started. First, we will introduce the platforms we are migrating from and to. Here we have the VMware vSphere client web user interface. In this video, we are using vSphere with ESXi 8.0.2 as the source platform. The VM we are migrating is named Bookstore. It is hosting a static website with the IP address 10.1070.1103. Let's browse the Bookstore website to make sure it's working properly. Yep, no problem. Next, we'll open SCP, the cloud management platform of Sangfor HCI, which will be the destination of our migration. Go to System, Upgrade to check the HCI and SCP firmware version. In this video, we are using version 6.10.0, which is the latest release. Here is an overview of the platform. In this next part of the video, we will introduce AHM. AHM stands for Heterogeneous Management. It's a module built into HCI and SCP to manage, migrate, and backup ESXi VMs without the need for agents. First, let's log in to the SCP Web UI. Next, we will add the VMware cluster so that SCP can take over VMware vCenter to manage ESXi VMs. After verifying the details, click OK to finish the configuration. Click the Refresh button to update the clusters. Next, we will initialize the VMware cluster as a resource pool. Now we will check the VMs that we added. You will see that we have successfully synchronized the complete inventory of ESXi VMs to SCP in just a few clicks. Among the VMs is the Bookstore VM we plan to migrate. By clicking More, you will see the various actions for the VM, such as power on or off, edit VM specifications, modify the network interface card, and backup. Scroll down the menu to find additional actions like Migrate, Clone, and Allocate. Click the name Bookstore to go to the summary page of this VM. You will see its resource utilization and other details. Now, let's start the migration process using AHM. Select the Bookstore VM, then click More and select Migrate. After creating the migration task, it will appear in the Task Manager. You can click View to see the details. If we jump over to the HCI UI, you will also see the migration task. You can view the progress and time remaining in the details. The migration is now in progress. We will speed up the video to save time. We can see the migration has been paused. We are reminded to shut down the bookstore VM to complete the migration. Let's go back to VMware vSphere Client Control Panel to do this. Before shutting down the bookstore VM, we can ping it to check if it's reachable. Yep, no problem. Now, let's power off the VM to complete the migration. As we can see, once the VM is powered off, it becomes unpingable. In the Task Manager, we see that the migration resumes, and in the migration details, the description changes to Ready to Migrate Data. After a minute, all remaining data will be fully migrated. The HCI platform will then fix any issues and optimize VM compatibility. After this, the VM migration has completed successfully. We can review the details of the migration. At this point, the migrated VM may still not be pingable. If we open the VM's console, we can see that it's still booting up, so we just need to wait a little. Once the VM has finished booting up, it becomes pingable again. Finally, when we access the IP address of the migrated bookstore VM, we can see the website is working normally. Okay, so far, we have demonstrated the entire process of using AHM to integrate vCenter into SCP, manage ESXi VMs, and migrate the bookstore VM to Sangfor HCI, all without the use of agents. This unique and easy-to-use feature is currently only supported by Sangfor HCI. In the next part of the video, we will introduce the Sangfor Cloud Migration Tool, or SCMT. This tool allows you to migrate up to 32 VMs simultaneously from various physical and virtual platforms to Sangfor HCI with minimal impact on production. Let's log in to the SCMT web console and establish connections between VMware and Sangfor clusters first. To do this, go to Connections, then Virtual Data Centers, and click the plus icon to add VMware and Sangfor HCI clusters to SCMT. All set. Now, we can begin migrating VMs from VMware to Sangfor using SCMT. To do this, we go back to the main dashboard and click Migration. Click Create to start a migration task. Let's also ping the VM to see if it's reachable. Yep, the VM is pingable, and website is also accessible. You will see that the task has been created successfully. The migration process is divided into 4 phases: settings, synchronization, switch, and verify. The migration task is now initializing. All the pre-settings are complete and synchronization has started. The SCMT migration tool will connect to the bookstore VM and create a VM holder inside Sangfor HCI to accommodate the incoming data. The VM holder inside HCI has been created successfully and is powering on. Let's search for the bookstore VM holder inside HCI and open its web console to see the progress. After booting up, we have to go through a series of settings to prepare the network connection and install the necessary drivers. After that, the VM holder moves into Restore Progress, and SCMT will feed data into this holder. Back on the migration task page, we can see the synchronization has started. Let's wait and keep an eye on it. Around 6 or 7 GB of data is transferred to the VM holder, and the system provides an estimate of how long the migration will take. All right, all the source data has now been synced. You can see that the total sync time was around 21 minutes. You will also see that the VM remained pingable throughout this time. Next, we will start the switching phase. This will pause the original production VM and activate the VM holder on HCI to take over production. Before switching, any incremental data is synchronized to ensure data consistency. During this process, the source VM might experience some packet loss. The incremental data has been synced, and the switching begins. The production VM now experiences consecutive timeouts because it has been shut down. Meanwhile, the VM holder on the HCI platform is finalizing its setup. At this point, the bookstore VM remains powered off, and the VM holder awaits user verification on the HCI platform. Let's power on the VM holder and correct the NIC configurations. Now, let's access the bookstore VM running on Sangfor HCI, and we see that it's working fine. We have successfully completed the migration from VMware to Sangfor via SCMT. That concludes today's demonstration. We hope this video has given you a clear understanding of the simple migration process from VMware to Sangfor HCI. As organizations seek alternatives following VMware's acquisition by Broadcom, Sangfor is here to help. Sangfor HCI offers a complete software stack that integrates compute, storage, networking, and security. With solutions such as unified hybrid cloud, disaster recovery, database management, Kubernetes, and more, we are confident in meeting your needs. Visit sangfor.com to learn more or contact your local Sangfor office for any inquiries, and let Sangfor make your digital transformation simpler and secure.